All right. I will call this council meeting of June 17th, 2026 to order. It is just about 6:16 p.m. We have all members of council present, which is a wonderful thing. Good to all be together again. So no absence. We have several additions to the agenda already, so I'll just take them in order. So under reports, we will have report number 8, which will be EDRL and Friends of the Library. Under the in-camera item, we'll have 2 business items, both contract negotiation. That will be 2 and 3, both contract negotiation. Are there any other additions to the agenda? Hearing none, the agenda is considered approved by unanimous consent. There have been no disclosure of conflict of interest issues. We'll move to 2 sets of minutes. We'll move to the council minutes of May 20, 2026 at tab 1. Any errors or omissions? Hearing none, we'll approve the council minutes May 20, 2026 by unanimous consent. We'll turn the public hearing meetings minutes of May 20th, same date, tab 2. Are there any errors or omissions? Hearing none, public hearing minutes are approved by unanimous consent. We have no presentation scheduled. And Mr. Lindalo, is there any public input?
Thank you for offering. No, thank you.
And I understand that you're going to write to live streaming. Yeah,
Thank you.
okay. We'll move to new business. So we'll deal with item 1, Comfort Center volunteers, which has to do with the funding report. I guess that one's me. So I have forwarded the list of volunteers, which needs to be updated. So they have a meeting tomorrow evening at 4 o'clock, which I don't think I'm going to be able to attend. But they have a list that is on the agenda for updating, so we should get that back.
I know Deborah Thomas Martin has just sold her condo, so.
Yeah, so there are changes in personnel, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Councillor MacDonald, the question, I just wanted to understand, so the Hub Comfort Center, that's only when the Comfort Center is declared open?
Yes.
And then those volunteers kick into action?
And we have the rules for the comfort center, the rules about, 72 hours preparation
Sure.
and or conditions to open, so we brought clarity for there.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent, thank you.
Okay, so we'll expect that update to happen, so that'll be, I will follow up on that one. Okay. We have no unfinished business, that's a lovely thing to see. And we move on to recommendations of committees, boards and commissions. And I guess we'll go around the table.
All right. Councillor Sitkowski, I move that council approve the second and final reading of the Town of Annapolis Royal Nonprofit Organization Property Tax Reduction Bylaw number 205 dated June 2026.
Councillor Myers seconds that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you.
Councillor Myers would like to approve that council approve human resource procedures and policy number 2026-04 dated June 2026.
Councillor Skinner Robertson, I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye, motion carried. Thank you.
Councillor Skinner Robertson, I move that council approve salary administration policy number 2026-05 dated June 2026.
Councillor MacDonald seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Motion 4.
Councillor MacDonald, I move that council approve the low income tax exemption of $500 each for roll numbers 04572319 and 03163458 and 10790662 and 10790786 and 03622673, provided the accounts are in good standing.
Well done.
Councillor Sitkowski seconds that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Councillor Sitkowski moves the council approve the police agreement dated June 2026.
Councillor Myers will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Excellent. Planning and Heritage Advisory Committee.
Okay, Counselor Myers, I move that council approve that the applicant at 800 St. George Street be given heritage approval to replace two windows with a single window as detailed in application 26-04-HER, providing all conditions of the land use bylaw are met.
Counselor Skinner Robertson, I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Motion second.
Counselor Skinner Robertson, I move that council approve that the applicant at 209 St. George Street be given heritage approval to change roofing materials from asphalt shingle to metal all over the green room as detailed in the application 26-05-HER, providing all conditions of the land use bylaw are met.
Counselor McDonald seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, excellent. We'll move on to report. In my mayor's report, I did neglect to mention that I met with the group from Kelly Cove Salmon, the group that is opposed to fish farming. And I did it as a courtesy. I was asked to meet, and on your behalf, I asked what the county's position was. And the county's not declared a position. I said we'd be interested in hearing what they decide, but this council will make a decision based on its own, but we would like to know their position. And they said the county was waiting to hear from the feds and the province. They'd ask questions, to hear what the province and federal take was. So just so that you know, I did meet with a group of 3 and answered the questions about the MGA, about noise, nuisance, those regular things. Referred them to the county, and they said they had a very respectful reception of the county, but nobody would have expected anything less. So that's what they were doing, going around and making sure people were aware of their issue.
Yeah. Were there any issues about property values?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so they're very concerned, but they're doing their due diligence. They're finding out what they need to do. So they're talking to as many people who will hear them out. So at least they're doing something proactive and going about it the right way. So,
Good, very good.
so just so you know, I didn't want you to think I was coming up with a fishery policy. Okay, that's my report. It is now complete. And the chief administrative officer's report, you've all received it.
Yes.
And we wish her all the best as she recovers today. And the planning services report. Everybody received that. Water report was all absent in large print, which I really appreciate. Valley Regional Services Board, I love the fact that they do that one pager. Are you happy with that report?
Very.
Yes.
Oh, it's helpful to me between meetings too. And thank you, Deputy Mayor, for taking that meeting for me this morning. Really
Okay.
appreciate it. And then we move on to Planning and Heritage Advisor, Council Myers. You've received their report. Any questions for Council Myers? Look, they've been trying to tell me that the water's been really warm.
Oh, really?
At the pool.
The pool said from
Oh, you missed that.
But,
It is. I've actually been in about 5 times.
and
Yeah.
what's the temperature?
Warm.
Polar plunge.
You have to
Refreshing.
Okay,
The kids love it. It's very refreshing. I think it was,
refreshing, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
it's wonderful. They actually hit capacity, and I was told from the president of the Friends of the Annapolis Pool Society that they were told that they're the only open public pool or outdoor public pool that's currently open in Nova Scotia.
Wow.
Now, that may have changed from
Yeah.
over the course of like
I'm
the
not
week,
surprised that they're the only one.
but pretty incredible considering a lot of their lifeguards are still finishing up school and.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
It deserves some kind of award.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And you also have the Friends of the Pool report.
Yes, we had a virtual meeting, so that was just.
Okay.
Notes from that.
And we have a verbal report on AVRL and Friends of the Library from Councilor McDonald.
Yes, just very briefly, tomorrow evening is AVRL's AGM, followed by their June board meeting. The materials for those packages will be posted on their website. I think it goes live tonight, if not first thing in the morning. As everybody is aware, there's the announcements were made about the closures. And there's many communities and many libraries that are facing some very difficult challenges right now. It's been very difficult for the staff, and that was why the libraries were closed for 2 weeks, because they had to deal with union bumping processes and things like that, that they couldn't effectively do while trying to keep the library open at the same time. They reopened this week, obviously, and they will have their regular hours from now until July 20th, at which time they will shift to their new hours. The Friends of the Library had a very large meeting earlier this month. They had quite a few members of the public attend because they were concerned about the news that had come out from AVRL. I attended that meeting, and they were all very receptive to understanding what information was available to the public, and I pointed them in the direction where they could get more details, including the FAQ on the AVRL website that has 29 questions that outlines as much as possible the process, what's happening, why, where. They also, Friends of the Library also met with our MLA this week in an effort to understand more about the province's side of things. So hopefully things will go well tomorrow evening for the AGM. Just to circle back briefly to the Valley Regional Services Board of Directors interim board. I'm actually bringing forward to AVRL a suggestion that they produce the same kind of one-pager, so that that can be provided to every member of the board to share with their respective communities, and ideally would also be emailed to every CAO for relevant municipalities. So hopefully that will go forward, because I really like that one-pager that we get from Valley Regional, and I think it's really a good model that could be used for these larger intermunicipal.
And that will help, because that means councils will be seeing reports.
And all seeing the same information. There might be more details that need to be reported, but at least they'll all have the same base information if I can get that moved forward.
That's great. Well, that's
Here to go.
That will improve communication, I'm sure. Okay,
Thank you.
well, no problem. Under correspondence, we have a very alarming 12 months notice, of course, from NSFM and ANF. The 12 months notice about policing with absolutely no numbers whatsoever.
Yes.
So, and we have pointed out to the province that how can you be giving us 12 months notice of something that there's absolutely not being quantified? Anyway, so Laura, we're gonna move that to strategic planning, because that's a very big concern. And any 12-month notice, and I'll go pull the other ones, should go to strategic planning. And we have a list of things that need to go there, so the public is aware of what we have to deal with.
Did we get a response, Councilor McDonald speaking, did we get a response to that question about there's no money in there to approve the 12 months of the notice?
No, and that's a question whether we want to start letter writing, because this one is really,
I would encourage that.
yeah.
Because I think we're gonna get the same thing probably related to the fire services as well.
Yeah, so what we could do is work through NSFF and say, here's an issue. And I think that's what we have to do, is be more vocal, or at least
Can we
prod
do both?
NSFF.
Because maybe the volume of voice is important here, because, some of the things they're asking for under the fire services is municipalities are gonna
Yeah.
struggle to do that.
Yeah.
And what's the alternative? We don't have a fire service? Doesn't make sense.
They seem to be backing down on fire services from what I can see, because one of the things they were interested in, we have one of the few agreements with the fire department.
Yeah.
We have a volunteer, and most people don't even have an agreement. All our MOUs are in place. So anyway, I don't know if they will, but yeah, I think we should start. So we'll pull up the 12-month notice letters, all the ones I can find, including fire services. But I think we have to point out, and actually the DeWatt report, that long report, did not have cost analysis.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we have brought this up to the, the public safety person. Chisholm is her last name, Haley Chisholm, I believe. Anyway, we brought that up at the NSFM conference. I asked what model they were leaning towards. And I asked, are you still leaning towards the RCMP model? And the answer I got was absolutely. So that's what I got from her at the conference with the minister in attendance. Okay. So we'll pull those out. And that will bring us to the movers, so we'll record the minutes, the movers and seconders for moving in, the mover and seconder for going into camera. Same mover and seconder for coming out of camera. And we have one item coming out of camera. And you don't have to leave because we've recorded, you've been in the, yeah. And we have recorded of this one. Yeah.
Councillor McDonald, I move that council approve spending $3,500 plus HST as quoted by Wetmore Appraisers for a virtual inspection appraisal of 8843 Highway 8, PID number 05090675.
Counselor Sikorsky seconds that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And ladies, it would appear that our agenda has been concluded. Thank you. Cheers.
You gotta do the records.
Yeah.
No, the fastest one, yeah. Is it the fastest one? It might be.
Well,
Most
Oh, yeah,
efficient,
because
we
it was
say,
for
not
after,
fast,
yeah.
yes, most efficient.
Most efficient, yeah.
Yes, well
I
done.
agree with you.
Well done, everybody. Okay, and I think everything I have is putting for after it's, there's a deputy mayor.